short shots, 20 yards and in. Level hips. You got 10 degrees of tilt. Alright, I want your weight on your forward foot.
And it looks like I'm looking like I'm on my back.
Yeah, you do.
How could that be?
Well, because...
I felt it on my forward.
Okay, well, it's possible to tilt back and still be on your forward foot. And that's what you're doing. Alright, so let's take a look at this. Now you said...
How far are my feet apart?
Well, the insides of your heels should be no more than about 12 inches apart.
Which is what they were.
Yeah, pretty good.
That wasn't it. Okay.
That wasn't a problem. Now, I'm going to show you a pro. And you'll be able to say, oh, okay. Here's a pro chipping, and I'll make him left-handed.
Thank you.
Through the beauty of... Alright, where's his ball? Ball's pretty much in the middle of his body.
Yeah.
Here's the center of his chest.
Right.
Okay, so where's your ball?
A little forward.
A little forward. Right. That'll cause you to either top it or hit it fat. Now, what I said to you is translate or move laterally or shift your upper body and stack it over your front leg.
Right.
Now, everything I'm saying is recorded, so you can see this and hear it. Alright, well that's critically important if you want to be a good short game player. Now, whether you realize this or not, his head is actually over the ball. Yours is not.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Alright. Now, you said you took it back to hip height. Okay, here's what you just did.
Holy, in other words, the club head or my hand?
Doesn't
without making a difference.
Well, your hands should never get that far if you're going to
Right.
hit it 20 yards.
Right.
Your hands should only get parallel. Your hands should be hip height and the shaft should be parallel to the ground. We just discussed that.
Shaft should be parallel to the
Right here, that's
ground.
20 yards. You didn't do that.
Right.
You swore to me you did it, though. All right, now, here's the problem. If you play golf and you hit it 50 yards and you're trying to hit it 20 yards,
Right.
you're going to shoot 110.
Yeah.
So technically your swing's fine. You just don't have a feel for distance. You hit this one nice. The contact was perfect. All right, now watch this guy. He's going to hit it 20 yards, and look at the difference in his swing. He's right here, hands at hip height.
Yeah.
Okay. Hands at hip height. So, what are we talking about here? We're talking about a symmetrical motion. What is symmetry? Symmetry means there's balance in terms of length of swing and speed of swing.
Mm-hmm.
So if I swing the club hypothetically 20 miles an hour back, I'm going to swing it 20 miles an hour through, and I'm going to go back to where the club is at, or my hands are at my trail hip, and then they're going to be on my forward hip on the forward swing. So that is your problem. It has nothing to do with technique. Why? Because you already have pretty good technique.
Well, and you saw the one nice shot.
But look, all right, look at this impact. Let's look closely at the golf club and how it's descending into the ball here. Okay, watch this. He's going down. Now he's going to hit the ball. Now look at his forward. Look at his finish here.
Right.
Where's his lead arm? It's pinned against his front
Right.
pectoral muscle, the chest muscle. And look at the shaft, how it's in line with the front arm. Right. This wrist is not compromised. So he hasn't bent that forward wrist. Now, you haven't either. So, you know, if we look at where you're at here, now let me take that back, because you do bend it a little bit right here. Your wrist is broken a little bit, but not much. So you've got a little bit of extension or flex, whatever. And your weight to me is still, look where his, alright, so here's a telltale sign of where your weight is, right? Look where his front shoulder is and his front hip is. His front shoulder is forward of his front foot. Would you agree?
Yep.
Is your front shoulder?
No, I'm behind.
Right, right. So now you know why you have all your problems. Yeah, you do, because you're not here at impact.
Right.
You're right there. That's why.
And is the reason because when I go back too far?
No. Well, no. The reason is you don't start there.
I have to start in the wrong spot.
What? Well, so look at his. Okay, look. Let's just do this. I'll put a box on his shoulders. Is his front shoulder in front of his front hip?
No, they're right aligned.
Nope, his front shoulder is in front of his front hip.
So it's just a matter of leaning forward?
That's all it is.
Really?
Well, look at you. You're not like him. He plays good. All right, look. Your front shoulder is not in front of your front foot. His front shoulder is in front of his front foot.
Okay.
Now, he plays for a living.
Right.
So he's probably doing it right. All right. So there's some noticeable tendencies. All right. Where's your front hip in relationship to your front foot? His front hip is in front of his front foot. Is your front hip in front of your front foot? No.
Right.
It's back. Your front hip is
that
not.
That was just when I was starting.
That's right.
I wasn't even swinging.
No. Well, 90% of your problems occur before you ever make a swing.
Okay.
That's a
what
fact.
I want to fix. Okay.
If I said to you, Dave, your club face is 10 degrees shut, and you keep hitting it to the right,
yeah,
it's not your swing, right?
Right, right.
Well, if you stand up like this and you top it and hit it fat, it's not your swing.
How did I move that? I swear.
You never knew that.
Okay.
Well, okay, so the reason is you have an ingrained motor pattern, right?
Yeah.
And it's all subconscious.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even know you're doing
it.
Yeah. If I said, Dave, I want you to tie your shoes and describe to me how you tie your shoes, you're going,
I have no idea.
I have no idea. I just do it.
Right.
Well, it's the same thing here.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay.
My name is Jim Estes, and today I'm going to talk about a drill that I think is extremely important for the swing plane. So what I want you to do is, and this, by the way, is going to give you an instant understanding of exactly the feeling you want to have in the golf swing. Take a club. You can put a rod, alignment rod, in the grip, or I'm sorry, in the butt end of the golf club. Take the golf club, turn it like you're going to hold it, and then what I want you to do is take that club, put it right against your left hip, so you're holding both clubs here. Now you've got an alignment rod on the ground and a golf ball, and what I want you to do, getting into your good posture position, your weight over the arches, feel balanced. The insides of the heels are going to be about the width of your hips. Take a swing back, slow motion, and trace with that alignment rod the target line all the way up. The shaft should be parallel to your target line at the top, and then slowly coming down, trace the line. And do this in slow motion. Right into the impact position. So this is a great feedback tool, visual feedback tool for learning the proper swing plane. Go right to your impact position. I encourage you to do this drill in slow motion. And if you have 5 minutes a day, if you do this drill every day, I guarantee you're going to improve your golf swing. So again, I think you'll find this to be extremely helpful. JimEstesGolf.com if you have any questions.